Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Red Dead Redemption 2 video, we're going to be finding out what happens if you ride a handcar over the bridge to nowhere. So this is a really fun experiment that I wanted to try after I saw this post on the Red Dead Redemption 2 subreddit by a user, my name is not Rick, and he posted a pretty quick video of him trying this experiment, and I wanted to attempt it as well. So in order to try this, there's actually a few prerequisites. The first is you need to complete the mission, The Bridge to Nowhere, which is about 3/4 of the way in Chapter 6. And during this mission, Arthur and John basically have to blow up the Bacchus Bridge in order to disrupt the army's transportation. This is what happens during this mission.
And now? Now we gotta help Dutch give the army one final tweak on its nose. Yeah, come on. Help me with the rest of this. Well, it looks like we finally found our calling in life.
Let's ride this thing out onto the bridge. There's a spot about 1/3 of the way across where we can get down underneath to plant the charges. I've already set up the detonator.
Sure, let's get this over with.
Ready when you are.
Got it?
I'm at the bottom of the ladder here to your left. There's good. Lower it down. Let's get moving here, Arthur. All right, take it slow. That's not something we want to drop. Okay, good. Grab the other one. All right, come down here and help me plant this stuff. Okay, grab yourself a bundle from the box. The bridge is wired to the detonator. We need to attach each of those bundles to the fuses. There's one on each of the main support beams.
Okay.
I think I hear something coming, Arthur. Train! Arthur, get up here quick!
Yeah, I'm on my way.
Faster, buddy, come on! Shit. Arthur! A train! Come on, quick! Pump this stupid thing! As hard as you can! Let's go! Just get to the end of the bridge and jump! Faster! Get ready to jump! It's right on us! Come on! Thank you.
No problem.
That just ain't how I want to die. Come on. Let's go blow this thing up. I think the line held. You want the honors?
Sure. Well, I guess old Dutch got all the smoke he wants.
Well, let's hope so.
Okay, so as you saw there, Arthur and John successfully blew up the bridge. And if you were to visit there in free roam after this mission, you'll notice that the bridge is destroyed. Like, it doesn't regenerate itself after that mission. So it's totally destroyed, and you can see that there are no way that a train or a vehicle could go across this bridge without falling into the abyss. And this is a really nifty detail from Rockstar, because if you go to any one of the train stations after this mission and you want to buy a train ticket, the game will actually tell you that trains are currently unavailable. So destroying that bridge shuts down the entire train transportation operation in the Red Dead Redemption 2 world. So I found that to be kind of interesting. So that's the first thing you have to do right there. You have to complete that mission. The next thing you have to find is a handcar. Now, unfortunately, there are not many handcars that are all that close to Bacchus Bridge. I found this one at the Appleseed Timber Company, which is located in West Elizabeth. So needless to say, we had a pretty long journey to get this handcar all the way up to the Bacchus Bridge where we were going to attempt this experiment. And what's funny is these things can be driven, I say driven in the loosest of terms, solo, as you guys can see here. And basically what you have to do is just push X if you're on PlayStation, A if you're on Xbox, in the pattern so that you get like consistent movement. All I know is this has got to be like the greatest workout of all time. Would this be like working out your triceps? I wouldn't know much about that, but it looks like it's a really good workout. That's for sure. So I'm not going to bore you with the entire journey I took riding across the world. I can only imagine, though, like at certain points when I ran into other pedestrians, the NPCs have got to be wondering, like, what the heck is this idiot doing? He's just pushing this handcar across the rail tracks. Now, I'm not going to lie, there certainly were some interesting moments along my journey. Like, for example, I ran into a lot of wildlife that seemed to, for whatever reason, want to run right in front of like my actual path on the railway, which is kind of cool. I also found a cheat code inside of a tunnel that I had never seen before. It's called I Seek and I Find. I didn't actually find out what that cheat code actually is, but I had never stumbled across it before, so that was kind of a worthwhile experiment right there. And another thing I noticed is you might want to like leave your horse if you're doing this, because even if you like hitch your horse, they will for whatever reason want to follow you wherever you go. And this can make things a little bit awkward because they might end up getting run over, which unfortunately is what happens to mine a little bit later on. I tried to hitch my horse. I tried to tell it to flee, but for whatever reason, it really wanted to follow me here. And again, we just sort of continued on our journey. And nightfall was approaching, and we were eventually getting closer to the Bacchus Bridge. And on your map, Arthur will even update the Bacchus Bridge, and he will actually put like an X on the map so that you weren't going to go across it accidentally. But we finally reached our destination here, and you guys can see that the Bacchus Bridge has been destroyed. So here's the moment of truth. I wanted to see what would happen if we would ride our handcar off the Bacchus Bridge after it had been destroyed in that mission, the Bridge of Nowhere. Now, I'm sure you guys are going to be saying, this is going to be the most obvious experiment ever. Of course, Arthur is going to just fall over. Well, not so fast, everyone. Look what happens when you ride over. For whatever reason, the handcar and Arthur just simply float across the gap on top of the bridge. So this is incredibly funny. I know it doesn't look like much, but when you do this in game, if you decide to try this for yourself, it is absolutely hysterical when you just ride across it and you can look straight down and see absolutely nothing. No rail, no bridge. You're just sort of floating on thin air. So here's what I think happened. I think that Rockstar forgot to program vehicles being able to go across this bridge after it had been destroyed. Maybe it's only specific to the handcar. I'm not sure what other vehicles could possibly go on the train tracks. I think it's the handcar and the trains, and as we looked at earlier, Rockstar actually disabled the trains. So I guess they just forgot about this. It's something that slipped under the cracks when they were developing Red Dead Redemption 2. But it does lead to some pretty hysterical moments, I will say that. You can literally just stand there and look straight down, and you can see the remains of the bridge are inside of the water. Now, this was certainly not the final experiment that I wanted to try with this. I wanted to see what would happen if we got off. Like, what would happen if you pressed triangle for me on the PlayStation to get off the handcar? I really wanted to see what would happen. So what I did is I went out into the dead middle of the bridge. You can see there's nothing underneath us. And I pressed triangle. And what happened was kind of weird. Arthur kind of took like a few stumbles and steps back. Then he eventually ended up falling to his death. But it was weird. It's not like the normal death fall animation. So there was definitely something glitchy and odd going on at this place. So needless to say, this was a really fun experiment. It honestly took about like 30 minutes altogether to get that handcar all the way up to this location at the Bacchus Bridge. So if this is something you do want to try for yourself, just know that you're going to be in for a pretty long haul. You might be better than me at like rowing the handcart or pushing X to make it go a little bit faster. But even if you're an expert, its top speed is not all that quick. Maybe there's another handcar location that's a bit closer. That's the only one that I know of. So good luck if you want to try this out for yourself. But I thought this was pretty hysterical. I wish it was like this in Red Dead Online. I'm sure we could have a ton of fun experiments with others. But anyways, that's all I've got for you guys in this video today. Hopefully you did enjoy. If you did and appreciate how long it took me to get this freaking handcart up to this bridge to try this, drop a like rating on the video. That would be amazing. And subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily Red Dead Redemption 2 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.